Well, hello there. Welcome to another Tuesday evening drive. It wouldn't be a Tuesday evening drive if I didn't talk about the weather. Nothing special today, it's just bearable. And I can't tell you how great it is to have bearable weather. Like, that's my new favorite weather. Bearable and warmer. Like, I'm still wearing a coat. You know, it's a little chilly, but after this winter with how crazy it was, how much snow and how cold it was, bearable is a dream come true. I hope you guys are enjoying your bearable weather too, if you have it. Yeah. So what's going on, guys? And I'm sure a lot of you are wondering about the status of my potential life change. I know last week I said that there is a possibility that I will be able to leave my full-time job to make YouTube videos full-time. And a lot of people are asking me about it, and I'm excited when I talk about it. My family and friends are all asking, what I'm thinking. So things are looking pretty good. But I'm still working on details. I'll probably just make an announcement video when it happens. We'll do an announcement video, maybe make it special. Not maybe, let's definitely make it special, because it's a special thing. But yeah, so that's going on. Other than that, not much new. If you're new to this series, what I do is on Twitter, I take your questions. So it's almost like a Q&A, but I just say, what do you want me to talk about? We'll talk about anything. So you just send in topics, questions, whatever, and then we talk, and it's great. And I love it because I get to talk with you guys. So follow me on Twitter if you're not doing so already. We got a lot of great questions this week. Starting out with FrostOps07, which this guy, he knows. FrostOps has been with us for a while, and he knows when I ask. He's asking questions before I even put up the tweet. So he's on the ball. I usually ask about between 4:30 and 5 o'clock Eastern, because that's when I get out of work. And a lot of people, actually last week, a lot of people were saying, are you still going to do Tuesday evening drive if you do YouTube full time? That's a good question, and I still want to. So maybe on Tuesdays I could make Tuesdays be like, I don't know, grocery day, or a day that I go do something. I got to get out on the road, and then get my Tuesday evening drive. This is one of my favorite series to do, and I know a lot of you guys. I've heard so many people say it's your favorite series too. So we got to keep it going, and if it's not driving, it'll be in my room with a higher quality camera. So boom, it'll be good either way. But the series, we're gonna keep it going. So, where was I? Oh yeah, FrostOps07. Okay, he said, what is your favorite superhero? And the first thing that came to my mind is Goku. I don't know if that counts as a superhero. If you see my Minecraft skin, I wear like a Goku outfit. But yeah, I don't know if it counts as a superhero. Like, I don't know. Seems like a superhero. He's very, very strong. He's very, very strong, and he fights the bad guys and helps good people. That's a superhero to me, and not real. Isn't that all the qualifications? What are the qualifications? Is there a list that makes someone a superhero or not? I would be interested to know this. But if you're talking about like Avengers, that kind of superhero, man, that's a tough one. Because entertainment factor, I really like watching Iron Man, like as far as like the Avengers goes. that's just fun. It's good, entertaining, fun. He's good at what he does, but he himself doesn't have any superpowers. It's all in the suit. So that's pretty cool. And man, the Dark Knight series is so sweet. But it seems like, when you think about superhero, it seems like the ultimate is Superman, you know? How do you beat that? Well, I guess he had kryptonite, so I'll forget that argument. But anyway, what's your guys' favorite superhero? I like that question. That's a fun one to warm things up. Next one was from Oatman 5000. Oatman 5000 said, what did he say? I know the next one. Oatman 5000 said, oh, how did you do in school as a child? That's a good question. So, in school as a child, you know, I don't like bragging. I'm not bragging, but I did well in school. I'm not gonna lie, I did well in school. I usually would get A's. Every once in a while I get like a B or B plus. It's very upsetting to me because I always wanted to, you know, do really well. For some reason, my science classes were a tough one. Like, yeah, I had a really difficult teacher for science in school. And I see the camera is balancing. I hope that's not too distracting. But yeah, I had a difficult science teacher in school. But I still did my, as well as I could. And sometimes I do pretty well. But yeah, for the most part, I did pretty well in school. In college, I ended up graduating with a 4.0, and like I say, I don't like bragging, but I tell you guys this, and I like the question because I don't consider myself just born smart. I think you just gotta work at it, you know? I think a lot of people put these stereotypes. This person is smart, so they're gonna do good in school. This person is not smart, they're not gonna do well in school. So then people get that in their head, and then they just don't put in the work, you know? Like if people have told you that you're not really smart or something if you don't get good grades, that's not the end of the story. If you want to get good grades, and I recommend everybody want to because it's very important to do your best, just put in some extra time. That's something that I learned in school. If you're getting like a certain grade, let's say you got a C in a class and you wanted to bring it up to a B, all you have to do is put aside more time in your night to study something, to get it. Like there were certain subjects where it just wasn't clicking for me. I'm like, man, this is tough. But what I would do is just spend more time, keep going over it, and then the next day go over it again. There's some things where like I don't get the concept, but then I try to learn it, sleep on it the next day, go over it again, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's what it is. Your brain kind of figures it out if you just give it a chance. So, don't give up if you're struggling, and look for help too. Like in college, I had to take up to Calculus 3. There were like maybe 3 years in between when I took Calc 1 and 2. So when I got to Calc 2, it was really difficult. I went to the math lab like 2-3 times a week. I'd spend maybe a couple hours in there at a time in this math lab. And there's like a private tutor going around just seeing if anyone has any questions, and he'll one-on-one just help with with certain problems. So a lot of schools will have something like that, or you can get a private tutor, or hang out with smart people. Anyway, I'm going on a very large tangent, but it's because I think it's important. I think it's important to do well in school, and just do your best. I will say it might come easier for some people, but the goal is just do your best. And if you're not happy with where you're at, aim to improve. Put more time into it. Work harder. If it's a memorization thing, keep studying it until you get it, until it just clicks. If you normally study your notes like 2 or 3 times, and you want to know it even better going in the test, and then you're like, I know everything. Even before you take the test, you're like, I know all this stuff. Go over it 4 or 5 times. Put a little bit more time, and you'll get it. The more you go over something, the better you'll be. Okay. I'm getting fired up. I like talking about this. I hope I help you guys. I want to help you guys. So, yeah. That was a long answer. Okay, next question. Ender Assass 1 said, do you think anyone will beat Chim in the Attack of the B team? Dude, Chim, that's a tough one. We've had 2 battles so far, and from what he says, Skiz and I were the closest to defeating him. So I think Paul and Gliss might be going up against him. Corrales. I don't know if John and GB are going to give another shot at it. I don't know if Wolfles is going to give it a shot. Schism and I might give it another shot. I don't know. I don't know if he can be beat. So, that's a good question. He's very powerful. He's very, very witchy and very powerful. Yeah, good question. The Ramadan makes a return with a question. He said, you got a lot of viewers to look up to. You have a niece on the way. What kind of role model do you want to be? Dude, I got a niece on the way. I want to be a good role model. I want to be, as far as my niece goes, I just want to be a really fun uncle and just spoil her. Give her toys and stuff, and as far as like role model, I just want, and with like viewers and stuff, I just want to be, the kind of person that just shows you that living a life with integrity and doing things the right way is the best way to live, and you can still have quite a bit of fun living that way. I think it's very important. So I want to be a good role model. So I hope that answers your question. Oh boy, our exit's coming up, and we got to pass this semi. Woo! We gonna make it? Yes. Okay, we made it. Last question was from James. Dude, this one shocked me. I didn't even know they announced it. He said, you're going to still try to go to Minecon even though they announced it's going to be in Europe this year. No! Okay, I cringe because it's in Europe. I live in the United States, but it's cool because there were a lot of people in Europe that couldn't make it to the U.S. one, and now they'll be able to make it. I'll be able to meet a lot of people if I go. Hopefully a lot of USA people can go. But yeah, to answer your question, I'm going to still try to make it there. Maybe I'll just put aside some money. Like right now, this is going to be the Minecon fund, and, put stuff towards that. Because Minecon last year, that was like one of the highlights of my year. And I definitely want to go again, and meet more of you guys. So hopefully it's going to be a situation where I don't know if they're going to have more people. Like, there were a lot of people who couldn't go last year because the tickets went so fast. I don't know if they're going to be doing more tickets or what. But yeah, hopefully get to see more of you guys out there. I'm very excited. Very excited. So, who knows where in Europe it's going to be. But, either way, it's Europe, so there'll probably be a lot of cool stuff to see. So, well, anyway, guys, if you haven't seen it yet, I put up a video. I'm starting work on the base on Attack of the B Team, and I think it's looking pretty good. I don't claim to be a builder, but I think this is one of the better things that I've ever built before. So I'm gonna do some more work tonight, and hopefully get a video up. Probably not tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow, but maybe. Yeah, it's probably gonna be like Thursday or something. All right, it's time to end it. We are almost at the destination. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will talk to you later.